Hello and welcome to our informational video on the International Baccalaureate Career-Related Program at Riverview High School, or as we like to call it, IBCP. I'm excited that you are here wanting to learn more about this fantastic program, and I'm looking forward to our newest cohort of CP students, the class of 2025. My name is Jessica Bees. I am the CP coordinator here at RHS. I've been teaching the CP course Personal and Professional Skills for 4 years now, and have just recently started as the program coordinator. Being that I graduated from the IB program at Riverview in 2013, I have a lot of passion and excitement to grow this program and share what CP has to offer to more students here at RHS. I would like to mention our IBCP guidance counselor, Katie Borriello, who is new to Riverview this year, but is excited to help grow our program and ensure our students are getting the guidance and assistance they need to be successful. The career-related program is the newest program to the IB. We are one of 8 schools in Florida to have the IBCP program, with only 159 schools total in the United States. With the successful results and reviews of this amazing program, the number of CP schools is rapidly growing. To give an example of this rapid growth, at this time last year, there was a global total of 214 CP schools. Today, 1 year later, there are 333 schools worldwide. I wanted to share some statistics with you that showcase the hardworking and dedicated students within our CP program. When students successfully complete the CP program, they receive a CP certificate. This certificate is a value-added qualification that strengthens their preparation for their future endeavors, but it also showcases students' hard work, dedication, and passion for a career field, which is then noted by universities, colleges, and even employers. For the class of 2022, the global percentage of IBCP students that received the CP certificate was 71%. Here at RHS, 97% of our students received that same certification. I also wanted to share with you our growth of the CP. Our first graduating class of CP students was in 2017, and we had 20 CP candidates. Last year's class of RHS CP was 34. We have seen some steady growth these last 6 years, but we are excited to see that number greatly increase in the next couple years. IBCP is a 2-year program that allows students to explore their career interests. Within the CP program, the students' courses, projects, and volunteer work are centered around what they find interesting and relevant for their future. When surveying our current CP students, it is clear that they feel like they are a part of something greater. When you see students click within a group of peers that have similar interests, it's so incredible to see them gain confidence and step outside their comfort zones. When students are confident and valued, it's amazing to witness what they can accomplish for themselves and for our community. Another wonderful thing about CP is that students get to experience what they find interesting and see if that's something they want to do in their future. Some of our CP students go through our program, and at the end of it, they realize that they maybe don't want to do that. And we just tell them that that's okay because they just got that experience and didn't have to go to college or university or trade school and spend all that money on something they ended up not wanting to do. So that's just another side of CP. However, most of our students do end up loving what they are participating in, and it just strengthens their education beyond high school. So this fall, we asked our students, what is your favorite part about the CP program? I wanted to share a few that encompass what we represent at Riverview, so feel free to pause the video and read these testimonials. We also asked our current CP students to describe our program in one word. As you can see, the most prevalent words used are opportunistic, flexible, engaging, inclusive, and awesome. I now want to discuss what it takes to successfully complete the CP program and receive the CP certificate. The first item required would be completing and passing 2 IB courses. All CP students will be enrolled in IB-HL Literature and Language, which has almost 100% pass rate at RHS. This satisfies the 2-year IB requirement to receive the certificate. We then have our CP students pick one additional IB course of their choice. It is our recommendation that CP students choose a 1-year IB course. This will help them open up some potential opportunities for their senior year. However, they are open to choose whichever course that they are interested in. And I do want to note that some of our CP students only have 2 IB courses and some of them have 5. So there's kind of a range, and it just depends on what a student may want. The second requirement is the completion of the career-related courses, and we are going to go into more detail for this specific point in a few slides. One of our students' favorite requirements is the Personal and Professional Skills course. It is a 2-year course over their junior and senior year that encourages personal growth and understanding. It gets students excited and interested in opportunities within their career path, both within our school and in our community. And it also incorporates the next 3 requirements: the reflective project, service learning, and language development. So let's first talk about the optional IB course. As mentioned before, all CP students will be enrolled in IB, HL, Lit, and Lang their junior and senior year. Because it is required to take 2 IB courses, that leaves 1 course for the student to choose. Listed here are our current options for 1- and 2-year IB courses. Please keep in mind that if you are in the marine science pathway, IB Marine Science is part of your CRS pathway, so you will actually have to choose one beyond IB Marine Science. And same goes for the theater pathway. You will be taking IB Theater as part of your career path, so you will have to choose 1 more IB course on top of that. Next up, let's talk about our career-related study courses, or our different pathways that we offer here at Riverview. This graphic shows our current career pathways and the courses within each program. To get accepted into IBCP, it is required to have taken at least 1 course in the CRS before the student starts their junior year. Students will then take 2 or 3 of the remaining courses their junior and senior year. We do recommend for marine science that you've already taken marine science honors. However, it is acceptable if you've only taken biology. So now let's talk a little bit about PPS, or Personal and Professional Skills, and the curriculum that we teach within that course. The 5 themes taught in PPS are personal development, intercultural understanding, effective communication, thinking processes, and applied ethics. Now parents, if you are the ones watching this video, you know firsthand how much of an impact these 5 concepts can have as an active member in society. In PPS, we make these themes easy to learn, easy to understand, we make content relevant and engaging, and we create a space at school where students can feel valued, accepted, and unique. Almost all of our students here at RHS think PPS is what makes this program so great. This class also lessens stress of students as the CP core is embedded into class time. This means that their language development, reflective project, and service learning components are done within class time for the most part. Now that you have gotten a glimpse at the main items that impact student schedule, I wanted to give you some examples of junior year schedules of RHS students, IBCP students, and IBDP students. The first example is an RHS junior that is taking 1 IB class in business management. If they were to have taken the CP route in business and finance, their schedule would look almost the same, except 2 of their electives would be subbed in for the PPS class and 1 of their career-related study courses, which in this case would be accounting. And please keep in mind, this is just an example to kind of show you what it could look like. Every student's going to be a little bit different because CP is very flexible. Another example we have is of an RHS DP student and what their schedule would look like if they chose to go into the CP Marine pathway. So as you can see in the DP program, students have a full load of IB coursework, whereas in the CP program, students can kind of choose what they're interested in, and it kind of opens up the door to explore beyond the pathway. For example, say that this student really wanted to do ceramics, but within the DP program, it just wasn't fitting in the schedule. Well, with CP, it's just a little bit more flexible, so they can add classes like ceramics or any other elective that they're really interested in to their junior year course load. Next up, I want to talk about the 4th requirement, which is the reflective project. It is an in-depth body of work where students identify, analyze, critically discuss, and evaluate an ethical issue within their career pathway. So there are two different forms of the reflective project. There's just an essay, which is about 2,000 words, or they can choose to do a shorter essay and involve a film or a poster or an interview or a podcast or something that gets their creative juices flowing. So it's very customizable, and it should be kind of a fun project for our juniors and seniors as they're moving through our program. I wanted to share some examples of our reflective projects done in the past just to get an idea of what type of project this is. Just keep in mind that this is a very generic prompt for a project, so students can find an ethical dilemma that somehow relates to their career path and just go with it. So they do have to weigh both sides and find research to back up both of those sides, but it ends up being a really fun and interesting and engaging project for our students. After receiving the reflective project statistics from the class of 2022, I thought it was great to share the world percentages on the reflective project grades and how those compared with our RHS CP students. Please keep in mind that students need a grade of D or higher to satisfy the CP certificate requirements, and none of our RHS students scored below a D. I also want to note that over 50% of our students got either an A or a B on the reflective project, which is almost 20% higher than the global average. Now let's talk about service learning, which is development and application of knowledge and skills towards meeting an identified and authentic community need. Service learning is an opportunity for students to get out of the classroom and gain experience that gives them purpose and ignites passion within their career-related study. The best way we can describe it to students is that they are finding a problem in our community and creating a solution. Here are 3 examples of past CP students in the marine science, business, and engineering pathway. Hannah was in a research-based internship with Mote Marine, building baited remote underwater video systems to record the eating patterns of spotted eagle rays in Sarasota Bay. Brielle ran and implemented a children's cheer camp at Riverview through the cheer program. She created spreadsheets to prioritize organization, she implemented groups and schedules, and she was even the camp leader. Colton created and ran a STEM club at our local elementary school to explore the many aspects of STEM with elementary school students. Before we get into how to apply, I want to quickly go over our admissions requirements. Please note that our process this year is rolling admissions, and we will accept students within 3 weeks of their application if they meet the 3 requirements. The 3 requirements this year will be an cumulative and unweighted 2.75 GPA. Students must also have already taken 1 course within their selected pathway, and they must have a passion for that course. So within the application, there will be areas to input both student and parent emails. Please verify these are correct before submitting your application, as we will be notifying you of your admission status via email. Thank you so much for joining me on this informational video. I hope some of your questions on this amazing program were answered. If you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me at any time. If you'd like more information, you can visit our website at rhsactivities.com/IBCP. If you are interested in the program and would like to apply, please go to tinyurl.com/RHS IBCP app to submit the application. Thank you so much, and as always, go Rams!